everybody, and welcome back to the MARZ stream. We're running a little behind tonight, so thanks for bearing with us. I'm sure you're all tuned in, ready and attentive.
Eagerly waiting.
Eagerly awaiting. Yeah, I'm Corey. Jay is over there.
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on, let's see. I don't know if I set, nope, I didn't set my camera up yet.
He didn't set his camera up yet, apparently. We are in a slightly new area. Back in the old area, actually, but it's we have more use of it. So we've rearranged some stuff, and Jay is going to give us a tour at some point if we're able to get that aspect of things working properly. But it's nice. I can see him a little better. He's not being obstructed by a television anymore.
Yeah, it's sort of. So like if our director was in here directing, they could stand and look, you know, and see the floor. So you can see Corey right now, of course. Why is my camera not working?
I see you on the display.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, it's that kind of day here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're only about 10 minutes behind. That's not too bad.
What are we gonna be doing today?
What are we gonna do? I'm gonna make some weird noises today. What makes today unlike every other day that I make weird noises? I had a student in earlier asking about an effect that's new to Live 11, which I think I've like turned on the stream before and been like, what is this thing? How does it work? And like didn't really have much luck with it. So I am gonna try again today. And then I also wanna do some vocal chops, because I have just been feeling like doing some funny vocal things. It's not my area of expertise, so I thought we'd explore some stuff together. And by together, I mean you can watch me just fumble around.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with each other.
Hello.
Hi, Jay. There you are. Lovely. So, okay, yeah. So where to begin? So I want to like, I want to like play around with this plugin real quick, but. I want to get something to play around with it with. So I have grabbed a piece of some audio that I had a student in here singing earlier. I did not ask permission, so sorry if this bothers you. It's going to remain somewhat unrecognizable, I think, for the stream. So again, first idea, best idea on the stream. So like, I like this like.
Took you like 2 seconds to come up with.
First idea, best idea, man.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. Wow, and look at that. Live captured that exactly. Beautiful. Let's scale that up for the folks at home, huh? Oh boy, not quite that much. I gotta be able to see this too.
Sorry.
I'm getting some rustling from your end there.
Figure out how to put my mic on correctly. Really want to get my hands on those lapel mics. There we go. It's got a button, the top button on my shirt. So.
So I'm getting some clicks and pops with this thing, so I'm trying to like mess with my sample edges here. I like how like for some reason it's like a clear pitch on the high notes and like kind of a little more nebulous on the low notes. That's my jam. So we're going to take this loop, and this is going to be our starting point, I think. Unless we can find a better pitch for this. Let's just like play with this for 1 second. Nah, it was doing something pretty cool before. Cool. What about an octave up from there? we're gonna hear some of that sound at some point. Okay, so the thing I wanted to show off is this plugin called Pitch Loop 89, and I have to figure out where it even lives. There it is. So I'm pretty sure I pulled this out on the stream. This is, oh yeah. Can you move me? Pop me down the lower left, would you? Thanks.
There you go.
Pitch Loop 89.
Now you can tell me if you see it's important. This is why it's important for you to be able to see what's on screen, because then you can tell me. It's like, oh, I'm in the way.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize you were doing something down there.
This is great. Fabulous. Yeah, you got a lot going on. It's a team effort over here on this stream. So you can hear now we've got a bit of a delay going on. So at its like heart, this plugin is a delay plugin. So I got a nice like filter going on the delay output here. So you can kind of see what's happening. I'm going to work my way backwards through this plugin because I think it makes the most sense that way. We have a dry wet control, output controls. But you see this like there's these like two halves, top and bottom to this plugin. They represent the left and right signals. And you can, if you just mess with the left side, it automatically changes the controls of the bottom or the right side as well. So notice when I move this one knob, this other knob moves too. If I want them to be different, I can just turn the bottom knob and it'll move its own. Or I can unlink them by pressing that button. But I'm going to leave them linked for now because it makes the most sense. So we have a delay, but we don't have, like this section is what's strange. We have, instead of like a delay time, we have a position and a segment. Pitch.
Was this the one you were messing with the other day? Or is this a whole different one? What was that one you had like you were watching the video of that had the two sides and the?
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, this is it. Okay.
I think I was gonna do it on the stream, then I didn't.
Oh, okay.
If I recall correctly, I don't think I got too in depth with this. If I did it on the stream, I don't think I got very in depth. And apologize if I'm forgetting. Someone chat me and tell me if I did this before. Feedback is pretty predictable, but like check this out. It's definitely like an interesting delay with a lot of character. The interesting part really comes in though is when we start messing with this position section. We can change the position. So this position thing, I can't really give a good explanation of what goes on under the hood. The position thing changes this milliseconds number, right?
Let me change the bit rate.
So we're getting these fun metallic echoes. You can make them move up or down in pitch, which is fun. So I think my idea for this track is like I want to like take this loop of this vocal. I'll reincorporate like I think some other chops of this loop at some point from whence this came. But I want to like do something with this where you know, we'll get something going with that. We're gonna save this sound for later though. So the one thing I do know is that automating this BW parameter, the bandwidth parameter, gives us some really weird results. So we might play with that first. That thing causes this thing to jump the delay line to jump octaves, and that is going to give us a very strange glitching pitch shifting effect. This stream is called, what did I say? Extreme sound manipulation?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that? Okay.
Yeah,
Chat me and remind me what I called this stream. So I'm going for strange here.
we should have put the blankets up today. I can tell how echoey it is in that room now without reverby.
After hearing me in the other room with all the...
Yeah. It sounded great in there.
Yeah, totally.
Even in my room, too, it sounds a little... Does it sound kind of... Maybe I'm just... Because I'm monitoring myself, I can... let's see. Got the wireless camera set up, too, so... Let me know when you're...
Cool. Yeah, you can do that whenever if you want. I'm going to just start automating some parameters on this to create some motion. If you want to do a little tour while I'm making noise, that sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
A little bit of a different format.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start tweaking knobs here and make this thing do something strange. I'm going, because this is kind of such a weird esoteric plugin, I don't really understand how it works, so I'm just making things do weird stuff.
All right. So, yeah. Let's see. Make some room here. So I've got I've shown you guys briefly in some of the past videos where I think the past 2 weeks we've been using some of the NDI technology to stream Corey's PC in the music studio to the control room here. And I'm going to be using the same kind of technique to use a wireless camera. And I've used a few different things in the past to do this, but this seems to be the best low latency way to have a wireless camera on your set during your production. I haven't tried this out in the field yet, but within a closed wireless network would probably work pretty good. So let me turn on this camera. And I'll switch over here so you guys can see me. So, got the phone here, got the app. The app does cost like $20. It's worth it though for the simplicity and the features that it has. It's much better than the Droid Cam, and that costs money too. So, kind of it's definitely a better deal. Plus, it's scalable, and you can go up to 4K with this as well if you have enough bandwidth and your Wi-Fi is good enough. So I'm gonna have to take my headphones off, so I won't be able to hear or monitor anything. Let me make sure. So if I switch to this, you should be able to still hear us over the lav mics and Corey doing
whatever it is music. I'm doing. You call it that?
Let's see. I've heard much weirder things that are called music. So
that I've made.
So here, let's switch over to the wireless camera. I'm going to turn on NDI here. I'll show you. I'll switch here. So here's the latency. I guess I could put these side by side just to show you guys. So in this camera, I want to add in, paste, oops, not that. I'll have to do some more OBS demos in the future. I feel like there's so much to it that would be, handy. I've been learning a ton over the past few months. All the love-hate relationship with OBS that people have. Let's see, what am I trying to do? Add a wireless camera, or add the wireless camera to, so add a scene, so you can kind of see the latency here. If I add this, so now you can see me still, and you can see what the camera sees. So you can see how little latency there is. I mean, it's still there, but it's pretty insignificant. So Hopefully, you may have been hearing double there. Here, let me mute that. There, that's probably less annoying. So yeah, I mean, looks pretty solid to me. Of course, it depends on your Wi-Fi connection, but so let me switch this. Transition to the full screen. And here we're in the control room. And for those of you that have seen this space, you'll notice that there is now a door, a real door.
A real door.
Not
it's
just
a real door.
Yeah. Not just a curtain, not just a door not in the frame, but a door that has a doorknob that opens. And in addition to that, so there's Corey.
Hi. Bye.
So you can see that now I have, with the setup we had before, the TV was right in the window here. So this is what Corey was talking about. But now, if you have your director standing up, talking, directing the scene, they can see, what's going on out there, which is very good. Very awesome. So here's the current setup. Got the ATEM set back up since we're on the stage out here. And also down below the desk, ow, my knees. We have.
Oh man, I heard that.
Yeah, I bet you did. Getting old. This new fancy state-of-the-art technology called a hole in the wall that lets cables go through and allows you to still close your door, which is awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, here we are stepping out into the space on the other side. You can see that the cables, we still got to do some cable management over here, but we're figuring that out. But so before we had this space was completely filled up with some weaving looms that ended up upstairs. I think we moved those up yesterday.
Yeah, that's why my arms are so tired.
Yeah.
My shoulders.
So we both got a pretty good workout. But now the space has been set up for our classes that we do. And, we're still working on figuring out the optimal setup. And this probably, it definitely won't be like this forever. But this worked, best for what we were doing. So the TV's moved. The original TV that Corey used to watch and for comments and things for moved over here from over there. So that was what was blocking my window before, was this big old TV. So now it's kind of the instructional TV and also hooked up to our sound system. So yeah, and if we come over here, we've got stuff that's got to be moved into storage and whatnot. So we get our whole stage back, but it's a work in progress, and it's getting to the point where, we've got this area here, this walkway that we can set up cameras and lights and things, and have plenty of space to spread out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. So yeah, so it's pretty much the same other than that. So Corey's got a separate monitor. You can see me. You can see the latency of everything. It's really quite good. It always surprises me. So much better. I think the Droid Cam thing had like almost a 2 or 3 second delay.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
So
how much better this is.
Yeah, and quality wise, this is much better. So yeah, that's the MARZ space. Other things that moved around, but that's the big thing. I guess I didn't show the studio back here real quick. Let's see how far I can go before I lose audio. The receiver for the lav mic is in the other room, but you can see in the darkness here. Also added a pass-through pipe from the control room. Can you still see? You still getting
Yep. It's pretty dark in there.
Yeah, let me find the switch. Oh, it's low. Oh, there it is. Nope, that was a fan. There we go. As you can see, this, I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me, but cables can go up and over, and that keeps stuff off the floors, and so it goes from the studio here over to the recording studio, or what would you call this?
I guess you'd say it's from the control room to the live room.
To the control room. Yeah, kind of like it, pretty much exactly how we have it out here. Oh, better turn the light off. Save some power. Okay. See how well. I'll have to check that video later. See if you guys could hear me all the way out there. The receiver for the lav mics is.
I was getting pretty good.
There. Oh, you're still hearing me? Okay, good. Yeah, so that's the space in its current state. Next big thing I hope we'll tackle is the lights, and hopefully building in a permanent desk along this wall with our new workstations that we're hoping to get a grant for. So, yeah, all right, back I go into the control room.
Okay, I've been doing some strange things while you were away.
Okay.
I've been trying not to play them too loud so I don't play over you, so I don't know how this sounds. But what does this sound like, you guys? Let's find out. My goodness gracious me. That's fascinating. So I'm using this technique that I got from following some EDM tutorials where I basically take a simple sound and chain it with effects. So this is the sound I started with.
Aliens.
So I'm basically just decimating the sound with a chain of OTTs. I've demonstrated this technique on the stream before, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I did the wrong thing here. I really like how strange this sound is. I'm feeling it. But we can get weirder. Okay. So I also did a bunch of automation to this thing that I wasn't really paying much attention to. So let's examine that for a second. It's not going to sound very cool if we don't get a groove going, though. So we're trying to, I think, I'm still feeling this sort of trashy Euro dance, hyperpop kind of vibe. And it sounds like some of the folks that I'm working with are feeling it as well. So humor all of us here while we indulge ourselves in some trashy metallic cymbal sounds and some sloppy claps. So we're gonna get a MIDI clip going. We're gonna get some of that going here. So I'm using these drum synths, just remember that I pulled out before. And yeah, we're going there. So in this case, Pitch Loop's doing a bunch of heavy lifting of just getting this thing to sound really wackadoo, for lack of a better technical term. It's just doing all sorts of crazy delay, shifting delay stuff. And I'm just gonna ease up on this reverb because I want this sort of the sound to shine through more. Maybe we'll start with no clap. And let's go faster. I'm feeling those high tempos lately. Yeah, no? Feeling it. Keeps me awake after a long day of doing stuff.
What was that?
Wow, I'm not sure how that happened. Ableton, at some point, just a second ago, forgot what tempo we were at.
Slowed way down.
This would probably sound pretty cool in one of the sections where the pitch loop was happening, but I wanted 160, not 20. Let's go
20, is 20 the lowest it can go?
20 is the lowest it goes, yeah. Or that's, 20 beats per minute, or yeah, one beat every 3 seconds. So let's start this more like thuddy. There it is, shining, that pitch loop, doing its thing. I'm really all about this energy right now, you guys. I'm gonna do a little thing with some probability too. So I don't use these features nearly often enough, but in Live 11, you can not only mess with the velocity, but the probability of anything occurring. So I'm gonna have some probabilistic symbols in this. Cool. Let's get something going with something else. Some LFOs. I love LFOs on my hats. You know it. So we're going for extreme sound design manipulation, right? So we're going. Let's get some like. Let's get something wackier. Let's make these hats real metallic. I've been really jiving with those kinds of sounds lately. So. And I want them to have a little motion. That's kind of fun, actually. I like that energy. Okay. More metallic. So to make things really metally, right, we get out some kind of delay. We're gonna use the basic delay. We want to adjust on this cymbal, I think. Desynchronize. Fun. It's kind of nasty. A little long on the decay here, though. So like, let's tune that down. Cool. Okay. Whatever. We got that. So my whole original thinking of this was I wanted to do something weird, kind of a pitch choppy. So let's like kind of control. Let's find out what key we're in. Let's like establish something here. I feel like we're in the key of B flat minor, is what it sounds like to me. Let's So we're going to introduce the sound at some point. Okay. Capture that. I'm going to use that. What's the rule in here? So. I didn't like a couple things about it though. Like there was like a low version I thought was kind of bad. And of course the sound is pretty wacky, right? Okay, we're gonna automate this reverb time on this echo in this chain in like some sort of like offbeat, choppy way. Because I thought that was kind of interesting, and we're gonna just get this kind of like saw rhythm kind of thing going to it. Like 3/16. So you hear it kind of like cycle through the reverb. So I'm doing this all with this plugin that I often have used called Synthsphere. This is a third-party plugin. I've demonstrated it in here before, and the reason I like it is because it does really wacky things when you mess with the automation with a push. So I'm just gonna like get the lanes out for that because this is just a really fun thing to mangle. So like here I'm gonna do like another. This is sort of like a intuitive kind of a thing. Like I don't really know what these parameters do. The whole purpose of this plugin is to not know what you're doing and use these things to physically navigate around this like space. So I just like I'm gonna lose these settings if I start doing that. So I'm just locking down some automation. So very slight changes. Oh, you gotta not have. I gotta have overdub recording on. Very slight modifications of this will cause weird changes.
That top one is like wigging out. Weird.
The top one is it's tracking all of them, and it's just flipping between all the different ones.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's the most recent parameter, but I'm messing with 4 different ones at once. So you're yeah.
That's
So
what
I reached some unplayable section of the automation. Here, if I pull up in the plugin, you can kind of see what it's doing. Like, so I'm like off the grid over here.
So weird. Is it just trying to visualize such a like abstract concept that it is that the idea of the?
Yes.
What did you do?
I don't know. I like it though. So we look a gift horse in the mouth and we let it be. So we're gonna just activate the claps here. I don't know why it just sounded so different. So I'm just experimenting, you know? So it's weird how that like keeps re-triggering like that. I don't really like that aspect of it, but whatever. So there's my weird thing I made, you guys. End of the stream, goodbye. No, okay. So I feel like here's where I'm like, I'm trying to build up to something here. And I wanted to do something like, I want to do something with this. I got this in the right key though.
How it is sometimes, how it is times.
So, I think we're like a 7, we're like a... We'll just keep that in mind as we're missing. So I just wanted to like do some like funny chops with this thing. So I might just like chop it up. And then worry about repitching it.
Why'd that make me so hungry? What are you chopping up? Some onions and carrots
just vocals over here.
for a stew. You know, I just thought of a really cool concept for a stream where we could essentially be doing like an animation and also doing the sound at the same time. So kind of like we start the stream with no idea. We just go at it and try to make Foley that matches an animation.
Dude, I'm there. I'm so there.
the
Next
same
week,
time.
you want to do it?
We can try it. I think that'd be cool. Might end up being a 2-parter or 3. I feel like we'd get pretty
Yeah, totally.
simple, but it would be cool to try. I think it would be neat to do both of us doing our thing at the same time.
Dude, I'm game.
Yeah, we could try it.
Oh, we're actually pretty close to pitch here. So I'm just going for wacky pitch shifting. I think this is maybe not as extreme as I was thinking I'd go.
It's kind of reminding me of the Vocaloid stuff.
Yeah. So I kind of want to go for this sound like this is someone else's verse. And I don't even want to like hook. I don't even want to like play the whole thing necessarily. I just want to like go for like a sound where I was like cutting it up and just using all the vowels like. So we definitely got to use that I sound because I just like teased it so much at the beginning here. This is gonna be kind of wacky, but we're just gonna get aggro with the chops here. So there's like, like strategies people use to doing this in a way that's like really musical, but I'm like going for extreme manipulation. So I think what I want to do is like get this thing doing something really weird and then auto-tune it. So yeah, like. Dude, that's cool. So there's like an accidental melody. So like I'm rolling with that. So like let's make that a repeating theme. So I'll just repeat. So I repeated a chunk of it. Do something weird to this. What can I do to that thing to make it weirder? Yeah, here's a little pitched up thing. Grab another rando one here. Cool. Things always sound better with a groove, so we just bring this bad boy back. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was looking for, so that's kind of fun. I feel like these are going to be separate sections though, like because like I want to do something a little weirder, more extreme. So I grabbed so we have like a sampled version of this. I'm going to sample another bit of it, and we're going to use that as like a keyboard. We're going to use this word here because this word is phrased so nicely. Come on, I just need this MIDI track. So I want to drop you here. Nope. Nging, 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 nging. So, okay, the most important thing when you're doing this though is you got to make sure your thing's in tune. So we're gonna get our tuna out, and I'm playing a B flat note, and it's spitting out something that's like a sharp, little sharp from B. So we're gonna go down one semitone. There we go. I know this vocal is in tune. Oh, I'm like, why does this feel so weird? Because I have my thing set to a minor scale, but this thing's doing a major scale thing. Whoops. Gave it away. So yeah, I really like this thing. This is like it needs some drums that have some character, but like this is like a fun chop. I'm just gonna go in and like reverse a few random ones too. Simple yet effective. So I'm gonna duplicate this. This is gonna happen again, and then we'll move somewhere else. So a bunch more reversing's, totally random here. Let's just grab some different bits and pieces to make this more interesting too. So I'll bring this guy over here, and then just like wherever things happen to fall, I'll bring them down. Like this is as random as it gets. So like the more of these I insert, I start to get these kind of chopped rhythms. You know, and again we're getting like a pretty. It starts to sound pretty. Dare I say, extreme?
Are we getting there? It took us 48 minutes, Corey.
I know. I'm sorry.
It wasn't extreme from the start. How would you make a song extreme from the very start? Like from a blank slate in Ableton, what would be the first?
The first and most extreme thing. I'd probably well, I'd probably just put it over the top on the master. Okay. That's probably just this silliest thing you could possibly do. It sounds like this. Or maybe I'd do this.
Ooh. It's pretty crunchy there. What's your max tempo?
Oh yeah,
How fast could you make it?
It does go up to 1,000 beats per minute, or 999.
Can you even hear it after that?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
There you go. Ooh. Wow. Oh, that had kind of a cool like at the end there.
Yeah, totally. What happens? I've never tried this. I'm gonna insert an audio track. Set it to resampling.
You gonna resample that?
I'm gonna resample this part here.
Oh, that's cool.
And then if we go back to our OG tempo, which was what, 150? And then we unwarp that.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah, so you can do all kinds of wacky stuff like that. So,
Kind of sounds like Pac-Man, just going really fast.
it absolutely does, yeah. I want to like get that in time. It's a little flammed right there, right? Like I don't want it badoom. I want it like cool.
Yeah.
Little instrumental break there. Great. Thanks for the idea, Jay. What is the most extreme sound you can make?
Crank your tempo up to 999. I mean, that's what I did when I was a kid making videos and stuff. I just sped it up or slowed it down a ton.
Yeah,
That was
totally.
always the best way to make random crazy stuff.
I'm not even interested in that section anymore. It wasn't extreme enough. Never would have done that. That's definitely like not an idea I would have had. But it does something super weird. Let's get okay, you've inspired me, Jay. I want to add some like sort of noise sound effects, but like let's start with the simplest possible thing. I'm gonna record something. I'm gonna use the built-in microphone on my laptop to record the sound of me. I'm making a tongue click. Oh, there we go. Here it is. Oh. So this is going to be we're going to turn this into our noise source for our like noise wash transitions and stuff because I gotta have them. Or we'll turn this into a bunch of things actually. Where should we start? I really need like a noise, like something. So we're going to like fling this through some really extreme reverb settings. So let's get out the, what is it even called now? Hybrid reverb.
So speaking of reverb, I recorded recently at a performance the musicians playing like straight from the board, and it sounds really just flat. Like there's no anything to it. And I'm wondering, would reverb be the thing to add to it to kind of give it that last bit of like, make it feel like it's not so closed in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, anytime you're like, man, this like doesn't like it feels like it's just like not real or like.
Okay. And just a real basic reverb, right? Like nothing fancy. It's just enough to give it some.
Yeah, like just a little bit. And like so my general trick to making reverb sound realistic or useful is like I turn it up until I notice it and then turn it back down until I stop. And then if I miss it, I turn it back up again, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to try that technique out.
So this is interesting. So this reverb has a feedback loop in the pre-delay, so I can use it to do like a kill, 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 mom, 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 mom kind of style thing. You know? Little horror movie action. So let's have this happen again, but we're gonna have this thing pitched down. Oh, it's like. Okay, I need to resample these real quick. So I'm going to solo these, new audio track, and we're going to set the input to resampling. I'm having a thing where they are not working quite the way they need to. So turn that reverb off and on, and here we go. So what's happening is they're like, because they're 100% wet, they're actually triggering late. So I need them to happen early. I don't need to feel like trying to fuss with it to get the right time. So I'm going to do this, because I want to do a thing to it anyways. Check this out. You can see how late it is, right? That's what I need to fix.
It's almost like in Blender you can like resurface a mesh if something's not quite right. Like if you're having issues with it, you could just. It doesn't do the greatest job, but this seems like it takes exactly what is played, right? And
yeah, it just literally just like samples the output, like the master output. So Yeah.
And then you can just manually line it back up.
Yeah, so like, look, you can even see like this, like I can like line that spot. Yeah, there it is, like perfectly in time. Just shifted it a little early because that's the delay time creeping in there. So now my sound, I have this. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I wanted to have this thing come back in here in reverse with some crazy effects on it. It was my dream. So I wanted to like hit. And then come there. So I like to back this thing up so you don't actually hear the initial attack again. So it's, but like, so this thing's gonna come back in crushed with the redux effect that we used on the master. I didn't save the settings because I didn't think too hard. Yes, that's weird. So I'm gonna fade, like that was kind of cool, but I needed to like start drier and then fade in. So like. Okay, we're gonna do like a really nasty thing here.
Oh.
We're gonna warp these. And the current timing, they're going into complex pro mode. So I like that, but I want it to be weirder. So I'll once again demonstrate one of my favorite things to do. So I'm going to take this sucker, loop this section of it only, and drag it out so it's looping. And then instead of pitching each clip differently, I'm going to make an unlinked loop with a transposition envelope. The reason I'm doing this is so that instead of leaping between these different pitches that I was repitching it to, I can glide. And that sounds more, say it with me now, extreme! So. What do you think, Jay? Pretty extreme, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I like that extreme Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was cool.
Yeah, so doing little like, you can do little things.
I liked it when it was really high there at the end.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Welcome to the noise club, my friend. So we're gonna bring back this like whooshing reversed guy. Oh, we'll use this. We didn't use the other beginning part of it. The first hit gets reversed here too. I want to do like maybe the opposite thing to this one though, like have it like go like.
Whoa.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So let's just check in with ourselves here.
Is that a mouse?
So now I want to get like emotional with it. Yes. So I want that to like be less like rhythmic somehow. Yeah! Unwarped. We're gonna do that. Kind of a low-hanging fruit kind of an idea.
That's cool. I like that.
So let's, we gotta quantize that thing though. This is, I'm feeling this though. So I'm gonna like let it all be 3 voice things except for this last chord. I'm gonna give 4 and give it like a little crunchy voicing. Is this, okay, let's just check in with ourselves. Is this compatible with the stuff at the beginning?
You strayed too far from the truth.
Yeah, it works. What key did I say I was in? I forgot. B?
B
flat.
B something. B squared. Sounds like a ghost.
Yeah, so that's that. Is this actually compatible though, or am I just being fooled? Jay, let's check in with ourselves here. Get real. Time to
All
time.
right.
So like this happens sometimes when you start sampling things. You start.
What am I listening for?
I'm trying to figure out what note
What note?
this thing is actually playing.
Don't you have a tuner thing?
Yeah, I do. So it's spitting out something just north of F sharp, which is quite a bit higher than like it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna, if I shift it down like at 7, does that help?
Does it? The tuner doesn't do anything to the like mix, right? It just is a visual of what you're.
Right. Yeah. So it says I'm about 20 cents sharp still. So yeah, cool. That's pretty good. So I went down 7 semitones, but I liked where it was at. So now I'm going to go back up 7 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now this is an accurate idea of what notes this thing's playing. These are not good notes for this. That's better. So like I wasn't planning on for this to be what was the progression here, obviously. So we need to make this feel different because this thing can't be revealed before then. So we need to like alter it extremely. I'm sorry, you guys. I just apologies. So let's just pull out all the good things to automate. So we'll pull this filter shut for this part. Let's try this. I feel like if that chord progression is coming, like maybe it should come in here, like too, like. Oh my God, it's a little early in the tune for that, is it not?
Yeah, I feel like it's either got to be the end or the beginning kind of thingy.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It's like too extreme for
What did you
the
say?
middle.
What?
It's too extreme for the middle.
oh
You
dear.
got to build up that extreme. That thump's got to be the last sound you ever hear.
What if it's here, like? You know, one more of these, like.
The chair is so squeaky in here. Need to get some of that WD-40.
I really like that. I'm pretty attached. Like. I think it's coming here. It's gonna make a sneak appearance here, and then it'll come in again later. And then, so now we're gonna get like, we gotta get heavy, right?
We do.
Yes, Jay, we do.
How do you make music heavy?
Oh,
More
dear.
bass?
Lots. Well, we don't. So yeah, I want to like try this idea that I've been hearing a lot in some of the music I've been listening to, where like some sort of like 808-esque sound is being like taken and used as like something really different, like kind of more melodically, but it like enhances the rhythm in this really juicy way. So let's see if I can like recreate that.
Are you hungry or something? Talking about chopping and juicy and you said, I thought you said tuna earlier, but you said tuner.
No, I did say tuna.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I had sushi, not
Oh,
last
what
night,
is
but the
this
night
in a-
before.
Yeah.
It still sounds good. Some spicy tuna.
So really like, if you guys don't like mess around with analog much, like you should, it's just pretty handy for like,
Is this like modeled after a real tool or a real like piece of hardware?
No,
It's just kind of a.
just like a virtual synth
Okay.
kind of concept. But it just has this really convenient pitch envelope that like lets you like makes it really easy to do this kind of thing. It doesn't have all of the nice like modeled filters that we like, but we can just like slap an auto filter after it and get our Moog sound that we enjoy. So much.
Oh.
Oh, I'm like, why isn't it in mono? Like, does this thing even just have a voices mono? There we go. So I'm gonna make like a really fast-paced bass line is like the idea, I think. Like. Like that.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna take that.
I dig it. Is it really loud there in the beginning?
Yeah, it's velocity sensitive, and you
Oh.
can see the velocities all over the place here. So let's just like sort that out. Wow. Quantize that. So this thing probably needs to get quantized to 8th notes. Nope.
What'd that do?
It didn't.
Nothing nice. Like,
So it's attempting to figure out my timing, but my timing was pretty bad. I think this is what I was going for. So then, okay, so like here's my idea with this is I'm gonna like take these notes, I'm gonna fold them, shift up, or copy, paste, shift up, and then delete what I just pasted in. So now I have like the same set of notes, but just available on the grid up here. And then I'm just gonna like bop them in. Oh, I wanna actually do it up 2 octaves. I don't like it down in that octave either. So we're gonna take this whole thing. Do I like this? So I have another symbol that I've been reserving for this. So like get this guy worked in here. We never put a drum bus on our drums. Drum bus! Tune this thing to F, because that's the note. So let's see what's going on with this symbol that I just programmed. I'm gonna map that. So I'm mapping the pitch of this thing. We need to make that like a little fade in, back in. Where did this guy go? I got rid of it. I'll bring it back. How you doing over there, Jay?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting hungry?
Yep.
I think I accidentally turned the, oh yeah, yeah, that kick doesn't really do anything when it's, when that value is at 0 there. So I gotta fix that. Yeah, you, not you, you. Sorry there, little kick buddy. Just going ham here.
Looks like it. Looks like a cityscape. Got some buildings.
Yeah, it's
mountains.
Yeah. So this is like turning into something slowly but surely. I want some like extra. Oh yeah, I've really only got these 4 drums somehow. That's fun. Let's add a 5th. I just want to bring a snare in for this event here, for the main event. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wrong parameter. Snare decay, that's what I wanted. And we're gonna mess with the tone of this too. We're gonna just do a thing. We're gonna do just creating motion. So that pitch drop is what gives it that like thwack. Oh yeah, let's mess with this time though. We're gonna like crank that up towards the end here. We'll have this get like whack a D. Oh yeah, this is a weird sound. That's pretty amusing. Got some like reverse pitch stuff going on here. Jay?
Pretty cool.
Overriding your veto here, my friend.
I like that last part. Like, just the boom at the end is like, if anything, you can get rid of the rest of it.
Oh, really? Because I was gonna go,
Are you gonna get rid of the rest of the end of it? And leave that part?
I was gonna bring it back actually.
I see.
Nah, I'm sorry, you're right, I think. I really want to put it all in there, but I think you're right. my gosh, dude, time is flying by on this one.
Yeah.
Wowie zowie. I don't know how extreme this is getting. I hope this feels extreme to you. Let's just see what this does. I think I've like modified the ending here. Neat. Okay, let's fix that ending real quick though. I feel like we're like almost at a spot. Well, something segment right. I feel like there's something funny going on with my undo history. Very strange. Not your fault, Jay. Well, actually.
Maybe it is.
Yeah. What are you doing? Well, it somehow manages to end tidily, but I want to like I want something stranger to happen with that pitch loop plugin. So let's check in on the automation of that. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Okay. We're getting close to music. It almost sounds like music to me. So I'm just going to go over here. And let's remember how much fun it was when we hit that limiter hard the other day? Let's do that again. I think that I might be done with this. I don't know how extreme this got, but it got weird.
It's pretty cool still.
I'm going for weird. So let's just check it out. Let's see what happened. If you have regrets, let me know in the chat. No regrets. Here we go.
The only thing I regret is nobody watched.
Don't tell me that. Kind of want to do something here with the snare at the end. I'm still feeling like I got ideas.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. I just want to do a couple more things here because I'm so close to like this being a thing. Let's just filter this. Well, actually, I don't fade things in and out enough. Let's just do it simple. Why am I trying to do something? All right, made a couple little tweaks. I think I'm pleased with this.
Yeah?
Yes, let's save this and call it something. I think that's the end, y'all.
Extreme.
Oh yeah, it's extreme. This beat is extreme. Extreme beat. Put in the old extreme stream.
Extreme stream. There
beat.
you go.
Yeah, no, that really wasn't that extreme at all. But it did sound like the music in my head, so that's nice. Wow, look at that split screen.
There's us.
Like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Neat. Well, thanks for hanging out while I did that.
Me?
And everyone else.
Anybody, whoever else joined. Well, I think we might go back to trying to stream with Restream.
Yeah, is it giving you trouble?
No, I think we're just more discoverable on Twitch.
Yes, we are.
Just because people have to like purposely come to find us on YouTube, and Twitch you can just sort of like scroll down. And some people like to go down to the very bottom where like to the channels that nobody's watching, and click on those just for fun.
Just to see what's happening.
So, yeah.
See what sort of underground thing they might stumble across.
Yeah, I guess.
Like people making extreme beats.
It's, yeah, I think that might be a good call. I like doing YouTube because it backs everything up and it saves me from having to like go re-upload them to YouTube.
Totally.
So, but we'll see. Maybe next week we'll be over on everything again. Yeah, so Maybe we'll do that Blender / Ableton Foley mix.
Yeah,
Be kind of a fun.
totally. If we, I really like the idea. I want to do that, and I want to do it where like you don't tell me in advance what sort of scene I'm going to be doing Foley for, and I'll have to like scramble around the office maybe and like try and find things and stuff.
Okay.
Like that sounds super fun to me. So like I'm super on board for that.
We'll have to talk about it more and see how we want to set it up.
Yeah. I think like if you pre-rigged some stuff and like just started, started moving things around or whatever.
Had something prepped.
We might have to do some prep, but
yeah.
Luckily we'll be here together and we have so much free time that it should be no problem.
We do? We're starting classes next week. So.
Oh my God, yeah, we're going back to school, everyone.
Yep.
Hooray.
Okay, well, that was another successful MARZ live stream. This one had fewer hiccups than usual, which is good. Hopefully it sounded good and looked good on your guys' end. So
Looks good on my monitor.
Cool. Awesome. All right, so next week, we'll see y'all then.
Yes, indeed. Until next time.
Take it easy, everybody.
Bye-bye.